Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. Students at Dakota Wesleyan University in Mitchell have spent this past semester collecting data on the local economy. In this first of its kind course at the school, the economics class partnered with the South Dakota Secretary of State's office and local professionals to better understand how factors like inflation and unemployment affect the Mitchell area.
You see that on job applications, it's asking for what experience do you have, and we're actually able to give them something where they can say, I helped create this economic report. You can go to the South Dakota Secretary of State's website and see my name on it. It's giving them that experience that you don't get everywhere.
And you can find the report from the Secretary of State's office by going to this story here at KELOLAND.com. U.S. Senator John Thune invited some of the state's top experts on cybersecurity to take part in a roundtable discussion on how to improve cybersecurity. Friday's meeting took place at the Dakota State University in Madison. Thune wants different industries like banking, healthcare, and ag to work together. The goal is to get all 50 states to come to a consensus on the best ways to keep our information away from our adversaries.
Every state's kind of come up with its own system now. But this is becoming increasingly important. It's a national security issue. You've got countries like China trying to steal Americans' personal information, and there's just a lot going on in the world.
Thune hopes this jumpstarts conversations among those working in various industries. One expert in education says they can all learn from one another. 1 year after a fire destroyed the building housing Lake Norden's fire, ambulance, and police departments, the town is now celebrating the opening of their new public safety facility. Along with the new building, emergency crews were able to replace the ambulance and 3 fire trucks that were lost to the fire. Lake Norden's mayor says they're grateful the building was completed so quickly.
This happened in May, exactly a year ago today, and the funding came in October, and we were able to start right away. We were very fortunate with a company that does construction materials that was able to fit us in right away. And
while the fire and police departments remain close to Lake Norden, the ambulance services most of the western half of Hamlin County. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Scott Munt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. Temperatures today will be cooler than average. We'll have sunshine. We'll have light winds. Expect numbers in the 50s and 60s for afternoon highs. A high of 64 in Sioux Falls, 61 Aberdeen and Pierre, 63 today in Rapid City. More details on your KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Some local homeschool students are turning into musical pioneers. They're part of the first homeschool choir made up of more than 70 students from nearly a dozen communities. Organizers say it's important for these kids to expand their musical horizons while also making new friends within the choir.
I think that homeschool families are looking for those larger group opportunities that they can still do the majority of their homeschooling at home, but have a few opportunities that they can be together in a larger group.
The singers are divided into 3 choirs based on their ages, from 4 years on up to 18. They'll perform this evening during a homeschool conference at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. A traveling water circus has made its way to Sioux Falls, and its big tent is parked at the Empire Mall. The show features acrobats, jugglers, and aerial artists while following the story of a clown visiting the big bustling city of Cirque Italia metropolis. The water elements make this show unique.
We are the first traveling water circus in the United States. You have to come on down and see our amazing dynamic water stage. You will only find this water stage in like stationary areas like in Las Vegas or Dubai, but we are here in your city.
Today's performances are at 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30 p.m. Tickets start at $15. Cirque Italia runs through Sunday at the Empire Mall. Sculpture Walk is making its 2024 debut today in downtown Sioux Falls. The sculptures are being installed, and you can meet some of the artists as their pieces go up. This year's Sculpture Walk features 80 works, the largest number yet. They're located in the East Bank and Sharapa areas, Uptown, the Steel District, and the Cathedral District. New this year, an interactive audio tour of the sculptures. Farmers Market season gets underway in Sioux Falls. The Falls Park Farmers Market features vendors selling everything from produce to plants and flowers. It's open from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Saturday through October. There are still bargains to be found on this final day of the Kingswood Rummage Sales in the Kingswood area of West Sioux Falls. The hours vary from house to house. Scott?
And in weather this morning, the storm system that gave us the rain yesterday into the overnight hours will quickly move to the east and northeast. High pressure behind it. We'll have a decrease in cloud cover if you still have some clouds this morning. Otherwise, expect sunshine this afternoon, highs in the 50s and 60s. Warmer tomorrow, sunshine continues. The thing about tomorrow's we'll have an increasing southerly wind. That will help bring in the moisture. Here comes the next system as early as, say, Sunday night going into Monday, and we may start Monday with a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms in western and central South Dakota, though I really think we'll start to see more widespread shower and thunderstorm activity later in the afternoon. You see Futurecast here at 5 o'clock showing at least the eastern half of the area with showers and thunderstorms. Some of these may be strong to severe and give us some locally heavy downpours, and then we could see some drier skies try to work in for Wednesday and Thursday. And I would be surprised if we do have sunshine Tuesday to see these temperatures stay in the 70s for highs. So here's a look at the stronger southerly winds on Sunday. By the time we do get into Monday, it's projected and we can see some of these wind gusts of 50 miles per hour or more in the eastern KELOLAND. And once those stronger winds do get here, I don't think they'll leave anytime soon. So here's that marginal risk for severe weather on Monday. For those areas in green, south central South Dakota and the southeastern KELOLAND, and then we have that slight risk highlighted in yellow across extreme south central and southeastern South Dakota. Well to our south, an enhanced risk. This is where a lot of the energy will be, and we're watching a dry line, much drier air from the west, eventually meeting up to some higher dew point temperatures, a lot of moisture available in the atmosphere into that area with the enhanced risk. And what you get here is the available energy that the atmosphere has to work with. Some of this spills over into South Dakota. That's why we do have our shower thunderstorm chances to give us maybe some strong to severe weather across extreme south central and southeastern South Dakota. But you do see the concentration of energy here throughout much of Kansas and heading into Oklahoma and northern Texas. As we do take a look at this area of low pressure by midweek, it will slowly try to move to the east and southeast. As it does that, we'll get in some cooler weather by Wednesday. And as we get into Wednesday, Thursday with that cool air aloft in the atmosphere, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a couple of isolated showers to develop every now and then. 62 degrees, our forecast high in Mitchell today with sunshine, 63 in Huron, 61 Aberdeen, 63 in Rapid City. Tonight our numbers will fall to the 30s and 40s, and it will be a warmer day tomorrow with an increasing southerly wind. You can always check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great weekend.